students. Today we will take lesson 7 adverbs from English Grammarite book. Let's understand what's an adverb. So as you can see on the screen, when we talk about adverb is a word that modifies or add or change the meaning of a verb or an adjective or another adverb. We already know this, that adverbs tells us how, when, where, how much and how often of a verb are an adjective or an adverb. We use adverbs to say more about a verb, or you can say an adverb after a verb, or an adverb before an adjective, or an adverb before another adverb. Also, adverbs tell you how, when, where or how much something happens. Let us now study about the kinds of adverbs: adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of degree or quantity, and adverbs of frequency. Let's study about them in detail. First kind of adverb is adverb of manner. As you can see, adverbs of manner answer the question how. It tells us how something happens. It is usually placed after the main verb or after the object. Few examples used as adverbs of manner are written in the screen: accidentally, angrily, anxiously, lazily, silently, successfully, swiftly, tenderly. You can notice most adverbs of manner are formed from adjectives by adding ly. As you can see, gentle becomes gently, clear becomes clearly, noise becomes noisily. Let's now understand what's an adverb of place. So, adverbs of place helps the speaker express where the verb is happening. They are usually placed after the main verb or object or at the end of the sentence. So, students, what is an adverb of place? Adverbs of place tell us where an action takes place. For examples, I have lived here for about 2 years. Next sentence goes, Peter is sitting close to me. Few examples like above, below, everywhere, inside, into, nowhere, out, there, backward, down, near. They are the very common examples of adverbs of place. Now let's see the third kind, that is adverbs of time. So students, adverbs of time tell us when a verb takes place. We usually place adverbs of time at the end of a sentence. So student, it means that an adverb of time provides information on when something happens. For examples, first example, we recently bought a new car. Second sentence, I have to go now. Common examples using adverbs of time are already, ago, before, yet, recently, sometimes, today, so far, lately, just, tomorrow. Let's now understand what's an adverb of quantity or adverb of degree. It shows how much or in what degree or to what extent an action being done. Let's now study them in detail one by one. That is, let's first discuss about adverbs of degree. An adverb of degree is used to discuss the degree or intensity of an adjective, an action, or another adverb. Some common examples of adverb of degree are as followed: like, almost, absolutely, greatly, incredibly, completely, practically, scarcely. These adverbs of degree are always answering one important question. What are they? How much or to what extent? Let's take few examples. They were almost finished. Another example, this cake is absolutely wonderful. Now let's understand what's an adverbs of quantity. So we should know adverbs of quantity indicate different degrees of intensity in connection with the word to which they refer. Also, they give us an answer to the question how much or how many or to what extent. So, adverbs of quantity tell us about the intensity of an action or a quality. Another important kind of adverbs are adverbs of frequency. What are they, class? An adverb of frequency tells us how often an action takes place, or you can say an adverb of frequency tells us how often something happens or how often something takes place. Look at the few examples mentioned. I always wake up at 6 o'clock. I usually come home after work. I normally swim after school, and I rarely listen to the radio. When I use such words like always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, seldom, they tell you about how often you do something. That means how often some action being taking place at particular time. They are commonly known as adverbs of frequency. Now, let's understand one more type of adverb, that is an interrogative adverb. An interrogative adverb are those adverbs that is placed at the beginning of a question. When we use why, where, how and when, these are the common examples of interrogative adverbs. In other words, when adverbs are used in asking questions, they are called interrogative adverbs. Like examples, why are you so late? How can I get to your house? Where is my passport? You can see whenever we use interrogative adverbs, we put a question mark at the end. Let's now revise the formation of adverbs from adjectives. Look at the first rule. Most of the times an adverb is formed by adding ly to an adjective. Some common examples are quick plus ly, quickly, slow plus ly is slowly, beautiful plus ly is beautifully, firm plus ly is firmly, delicate plus ly is delicately. You can notice there are rules where you are forming adverbs by adding ly to adjectives. The rule is sometimes the adjective ends in y. In these cases, you replace the y with I and add ly. Or in other words, you can say you are replacing the consonant y and adding I and then ly. So the examples are easy. When you remove or when you replace y, it becomes easily, easily. Second example, lucky, where you can see the consonant y. What you have to do, you have to remove this consonant and replace it with I and then ly. It becomes luckily, luckily. Another word is happy, happy, where you replace y and add I and then add ly to it. It becomes happily, happily. Another rule is, in some cases, the adjective ends in le or able or ible. So, in these cases, replace the e with y. So, the examples given are gentle, gentle. When you change into adverb, it becomes gently, gently, where you are replacing e with y at the end. Terrible is the other word, where you are changing the adjective word into an adverb, it becomes terribly. T-E-R-R-I-B-L-Y. Another word is probable. When it is replaced into y, it becomes probably. P-R-O-B-A-B-L-Y, and so on. Another rule is, if the adjective ends in IC, then you have to add A-double-L-Y. The exception case is public. The adverb for the word public is publicly. Some more examples are tragic, where the word is T-R-A-G-I-C. What do you have to do? You have to add A-double-L-Y, that is tragically. Basic, B-A-S-I-C, which becomes basically as an adverb. B-A-S-I-C-A-double-L-Y. In the same manner, dramatic, D-R-A-M-A-T-I-C, which becomes dramatically. D-R-A-M-A-T-I-C-A-double-L-Y. Another rule is as follows. For adjectives that end in cal, just add ly to turn it into an adverb, like examples: chemical, chemical. What you are doing, you have to add ly to it, so it becomes chemically. chemically. In the same manner, the word biological, where you have to add ly and it becomes biologically. We spell it as B-I-O-L-O-G-I-C-A-L-L-Y. Another word is logical. When you change it into an adverb, it becomes logically. L-O-G-I-C-A-L-L-Y. Now let us look upon the last rule, that is, some adverbs have the same form as their adjective form. So some such words are: early remains as early, late remains as late. Some other words like daily, which has the same form in the adjective and the adverb form. Also, the word far is as same in the adverb and the adjective forms. These set of examples does not follow the rules discussed before in the video. We have come to an end of the first part of this lesson. We will discuss degrees of comparison of adverbs in the next class. Till now, please revise the kinds of adverbs and the formation of adverbs. Please write the definition of adverb and its types in your grammar copies as home assignments. Thank you, students.